Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day everyone. So my name is Muhammad Izzuddin bin Hazan. So today I would like to present my paper entitled The Trained Teacher's Perception of Thumb Toolkit Construction on Integer Topic for Formal Student. So let's move on to the introduction. So in the teaching of mathematics, teachers have been exposed to various teaching and learning. So resources as well as the effective use of teaching aids. So a mathematics teacher should be skilled identifying and making decision in selecting most effective teaching aids. So various methods have been used by teachers in interacting students to this subject. So 21 century skills such as collaboration skill, critical skill, creativity, and effective communication skill can be nurtured through activities such as problem solving and design innovation project for 2017. So we move on to the problem statement. So the first one is most researchers have found that students weak in subject because students are lacking paying attention to the subject studied and method teacher approach are less successful as well as in less interesting used on student Mokhtar 2011. So the second one is a number of teacher explain that the title of negative number involving integer and operation on the integer is a title difficult to teach and understand by student Ministry of Education 1993. So the third one is understanding negative number requires student accept a value less than 0 whichever it difficult to see physically because it abstract mathematical concept by Goulet 2012. So the last one is introduction of the negative integer. Negative integer among students found that students need to apply number negative in their thinking about number and it confuse a student by Flashes 2004. So we move on to the objective. So objective to to identify the perception and opinion of prospective trained teachers on the use teaching aid in the teaching and learning of mathematics subject. So based on the problem statement, so we have two here to build a thumb toolkit for a satisfactory validity in integer topic for Form 1 student. So in this form, we use content validity index CVI. That CVI was used to indicate the content validity. So the second one is satisfactory prospective trained teachers' perception on the usability of thumb toolkit on the Form 1's integer topic. So in this one, we use mean score, frequency, and percentage. Okay, and then let's move on to the methodology. So methodology, instructional design, it involves the development method of design and development research. That's we call DDR. And then the second form of the DDR was used, that is a model study, physically known as ADI model. So the ADI model is the one of the earliest model that produce instructional design. So the step one is the thumb toolkit validation was performed by 3 experts, and then the step 2 is the validity and analyze the usability of the thumb toolkit from the perception of training mathematics teacher at the Sultan Idris Education University. So our population is 118 trained mathematics teacher. So the sample is 92 were selected from the 118 by Critchie and Morgan 1970. So we move on to the ADI model of instructional design. So the first one is the analysis. So the analysis is identify the problem causing student to experience difficulty in answering question which involving integer operation, especially in addition and subtraction, addition positive and negative number. So the second one for the design is the we draft the kit is built to implement the theoretical and model element learning. So the third one is development. So we developing the thumb toolkit based on the model and the theories put forward in the design phase. So the third one is implementation. So aim to improve kit to be provided after measured, tested and implemented through a pilot test. So the last one is evaluation. So we do a real research and then make an assessment of data that we obtain. So we move on to the result table. So the result it obtained to the validity and analyze to usability of the time toolkit from the perception of training teachers, uh, mathematics teacher at the Sultan Idris Education University. So the data analysis for the first one is CVI, Content Validity Index. So that data obtained, my average of the CVI is 0.93. So according to Davis 1992, acceptable value for CVI is greater than 0.8 is good. Okay, so we going to the next one data is the mean score, frequency and percentage. So the data obtained mean for the trained teachers perception against usability of the kit is as much as 3.66, which indicate kit usability quality at high level. So according to Zainuddin Abu Bakar, Mio Ibrahim Kamaruddin, Megat Aman Zahiri, Megat Zakaria and Muhammad Ali Ibrahim 2007, mean range 3 to 4 is very high. So this data obtained is very at the quality at the high level. So we going to the result table. So this is a result table for overall value of the panel of assessors on the development of time toolkit for integer topic for Form 1 student. So at here table show that overall student of the overall value instrument of the evaluation panel. So overall the value for the CVI is 0.93, so which is above the acceptable value of 0.90. So we going to the next one is the data, the analysis of the mean frequency, percentage of trained teachers, perception of the construction of time toolkit for integer topic for Form 1 student. So after the data we obtain the questionnaire provide, the data analysis show that the trained mathematics teacher perception of the construction of the time toolkit was positive. So this table show that complete detail of the conducted analysis result. So this is analysis of the mean, frequency and percentage. So the mean score of the trained teachers perception of the time toolkit usability are high. So ranging from 3.38 to 3.84. So generally, the average mean value is 3.66. So which is at a high level of agreement. So this indicate that in general, all respondents have a good perception of the usability of this time toolkit. So we going to implication of this paper. So the study found that indirectly the time toolkit produced is capable interacting the interest of training teachers and students in learning integer topic with passion. So the use of the time toolkit can indirectly diversify the teaching method of training teachers and making learning process more meaningful and interesting. So the last one is conclusion. So we can conclude that the objective of this study is to build a time toolkit for satisfactory validity on integer topic for Form 1 student and satisfactory trained teacher perception of the time toolkit's usability on Form 1 student integer for Form 1 integer topic. So in terms of the acceptance of the training teacher, the time toolkit was reviewed as having interesting features, easy to understand, equipped by guideline, creating fun training, teaching and learning, realistic, critical, creative, and comprising practical ideas to be applied in the mathematics teaching and learning. So in addition, there was some view from the training teachers mentioned that time toolkit use ability is more suitable for moderate and weak student level, as well as basic mathematics teaching and learning session. So therefore, the construction of the thumb toolkit is regarded is very successful. Is each item used in the thumb toolkit was well received by trained teachers, was respond to each item provided. So that's all from me. Thank you.